are back, and hopefully my microphone is, okay, good to go. Streamlabs updated recently, so now the whole layout is slightly different for me, so I couldn't see my audio feed at the beginning of the stream there, so I just want to make sure my microphone was good, which it is. Are you mad at me still? Nah, not really. It is what it is. You made a joke, and it wasn't appropriate at the time, but I don't think you had bad intentions. It is what it is. Anyway, that being said, sorry the stream has been so late. It's, there's been a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. Actually, my mother has been sick recently, and I had to climb up in the attic today to fix the hot water heater because it wasn't working. So your boy was doing some electrical work for, about an hour or so, getting all that working right, which I did fix it, so we're good. But yeah, she was in one of the next rooms over taking a hot bath earlier when I was going to stream. And whenever she gets really sick, she has a very low pain tolerance, so she just kind of moans the entire time, and it's highly annoying. She's my mother, and it is what it is. I have to deal with it, but I didn't want you guys to have to hear that during the episode, which is why I pushed the episode back until now. That being said, we're here, we're playing Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trilogy for the first time in a long time. People have been begging me to bring this game back. So we're here, and we're playing the game, and this is the first time that we've played this game in the new setup. So if anybody's watching the playlist of these episodes, it might seem kind of strange, but we're here, and we're just gonna hop right on in. So that being said, let's see. I believe this is where we left off. I hope this is where we left off, because if not, it was the only save file that's here, so fuck, it's been so long I don't even remember what I was supposed to be doing. Oh, and I'm not gonna remember any of the voices either. Yeah, she'll be fine. She really needs to go to the hospital, but she's not going to because she's stubborn, so we just have to wait it out. She gets sick very frequently. It's a chronic disease that she has. So it's something I've dealt with my entire life. So it is what it is. But anyway, that being said, I have no clue what I'm supposed to be doing right now because it's been so fucking long since we played this. I don't even remember what fucking what the case was or anything. Examine. I guess let's examine some things. There's a painting. An old movie poster. Apparently, this was the first movie that made Mia cry when she saw it. I'll have to check it out one of these days. Well, okay then. It must have been a really fucking sad movie. Let's see. Mia's favorite potted plant. Also, her only potted plant. So, by default, it's her favorite. I guess I have to water it now. Yeah, your coworker's been murdered, and your concerns are now that you have to water the plant. That's your fucking concern. Okay, I see how it is, Phoenix. Mia's desk, perfectly clean as always. The only thing that's missing is Mia, because, you know, she died. New subscriber from Shadow Black. Yo, what's up? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Also, that reminds me, I need to, No, actually, no, we're good. Never mind. I forgot, they updated Streamlabs, so everything's different now. Well, I gotta go now, I'm so tired. Alright, you rest easy, man. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order. Let's take a look. Which file should I look at? File A through I, file J through S, file T through Z. Ooh, hold on. Wasn't there a thing? There was a thing, right? God, the picture... We got a picture of a guy last time. And... the picture of the guy had like a case file on it. I guess trial by error? Trial and error? Let's see if there's an A record for this file that matches my I. A, B, F. Misty Faye. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Mia, Maya. Here we go again. I, just how much I missed you. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words, my mother vanished. I was determined to find the ones who made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Now I am dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One, Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold the information to the press. This parasite who makes his fortune on threats and corrosion. I don't know how to say that word. It's not corrosion, it's I don't know, fuck it. Whatever that word is. His name is... the record starts there. His name is Red White, and he's the president of Blue Corp. Because he's red, white, and blue. So Mia knew Grossberg. We already knew that. She worked for him. We already knew that she knows him. It's dumb. Alright, let's check the other ones. J through S. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much here. Maybe I'll just skim through some of this. Fuck it. Well, no harm in flipping through a bit, I guess. The biggest parts here at the end is an S. Suicide? Ew. That's such a weird response to have to suicide. It's like, suicide? Ew! That's such a weird reaction. She has a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians, policemen. Uh-oh. Did we just stumble upon a conspiracy? Are we about to find some Clinton type shit where none of them committed suicide? They were killed to cover up some shit? Is that what's going on? There's writing on most of these in pencil. White. This is Mia's hair. Well, who the fuck else would it be? Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these suicides. Ew. Sorry. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Welcome to the stream. Let's see. White drove them all too. He drove them to where? Did he drive them to Burger King? Cause if so, I want to go. I haven't been to Burger King in a long time. I can't go to Burger King, actually, because I'm on a diet now, so... Your boy's dieting now, so I can't do that anymore. Which kind of sucks, because I actually haven't been to Burger King in a long time anyway, and I kind of want some Burger King, but I'm on a diet now, so I can't. Hashtag insane trilogy, bro. Let's go. Sean, you alright? Yeah, we good. We good. Crash 2 is hard. Bro, I used to be like the king of Crash back in the day. I had all the original ones. I lost them all in the flood, unfortunately. Or one of the floods. I've flooded multiple times. But, nah, Crash 3 is actually my favorite. Let's find the most disturbing one. There we go. Add it to the court record. Alright, cool. We got everything we needed from there then. So, I guess we leave. Crash 3 was the one that I played the most of, which is probably why it's my favorite. I 100%ed Crash 3 when I was probably about 10 years old. Maybe a little bit older than that, but probably about 10. Alright, let's see, what are we, fuck, I don't know where I want to go. Should I go here? Are you ignoring me? If it's fine if you are, I was just wondering because you haven't even said hi. And I mean, are you okay, my dude? I'm fine. I've been skimming through chat right now. I've just been kind of like biting little bits and pieces out of the chat right now because I'm trying to... We haven't played this game in a very long time, so the inner workings of my mind are just kind of like trying to remember where the fuck we left off in this game. So like all of my brain power has just been going into that, so I've been neglecting chat a little bit, but nah, I'm not ignoring anybody. I've just been like skimming through every couple minutes. You never have played this game? This is episode 5 of our series, so I'm very new to this game. But prior to this YouTube channel, I have never played this game. Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today. Well, there's probably nothing here. We can move. We could go to Blue Corp, or we could go to... I don't think there's any reason to go to the hotel. So, Grossberg Law Offices or Blue Corp. We'll try here first. Hey, there he is. There he is. Alright. Today's trial. So you came to see the trial? Ah, yes! Yes, I did. I don't remember his voice, but I hope that was it. Something was bothering me all last night. You see, I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister. That poor girl. My boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for that girl. A dating sim? No, this is not a dating sim. We actually will be playing a dating sim whenever we hit 1.5k subscribers, which we're not that far off. We're about to be at 1.35. So we're like 150 off from reaching that goal. But we're gonna be playing the KFC dating sim. And we're gonna find out if Colonel Sanders is finger-licking good. Because I need to know. You are at 1.35? Well, there we go. We are at 1.35. Okay, nice. YouTube doesn't show me sub counts unless I go into Studio now, which is dumb. But, you know, it is what it is. So, I'm loading up Studio now. Ooh. Studio says I'm at 1349. So, it must be slightly delayed. Anyway, that being said, we will be playing a dating sim when we hit 1.5k. Sean, go shave. I cannot yet. I will eventually, but there is a specific reason why I cannot. And you guys will find out about that later. Anyway, that being said, we're gonna hop right back in. I asked you before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. A right, Mr. Wright. No, I'm sorry, it's just... I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Starting to have a feeling I know what it is. Do I have to present him with something? I could present him with this, but I don't know if it would do anything. I found this in... Oh, I'm wrong with... I found this in Mia's files. Ho, so she was investigating Red White. As I expected. Well, if you wanted to challenge him, you could present this in court. Not a bad idea. Yeah, that's why I took it. You didn't need to tell me that. Your beard's weird though? Bro, they have a candy called Weird Beards. And I forget the guy's name, but I think he's a basketball player or some shit, but he's got like a really big beard. And he's on like the front cover of it. Anyway, I don't think we're getting anywhere here, so... Blue Corp, I guess? Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer. Mr. Owl. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself. But it seems this message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I feel a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. So what do I do? What do I do? You know the guy is fucking sketchy as hell when he's... When he literally is just walking around with fucking brass knuckles. Like, you know he's... You see a guy just walking around with fucking brass knuckles. It's like, you know. You know what, fuck it, let's go to the hotel. Okay, there's nobody here, never mind. Okay, I guess we have to talk to him. I don't know what else to do. Fucking... Bruh, don't give me that! Nope, stop. I don't want that. You know what, we're gonna talk to him. You know what, we're gonna try to blackmail him and see what happens. There's no point in asking someone this crooked a straight question. I need some evidence I can use as ammo. What's wrong? Is something stuck on my face? Why, yes. There's my eyes, my nose, and my mouth. But of course I jest. You need not restrain your mirth, my friend. It is okay to indulge in my cosmopolitan Big word sense of humor. I will not think less of you. Well, that got me absolutely nowhere. Great. Fine, what if I present him with this? This is the only clue Mia left me. I'd better make this one count. Mr. Wright, you see this? It's an article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. Then, one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me. How? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia. She had a file with articles like this. Every one of them was labeled with one single word. White. Your head is covering the text. Yeah, well, I'm reading the text, so it's fine. Mr. White, I know what you did to this politician. You blackmailed him. Well, yeah, that's what he does. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail! Not just him, either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all of the suicide cases Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong. What is it you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Beep. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. Wright. Or Mr. White, sorry. So many... Their names are very similar. You're right, you're wrong. You know what, you're right. I should be looking for the killer. You are absolutely right. I should be looking for the killer now. And actually, I've done better. I found him. He's sitting right here in front of me. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. Then, Mia was murdered, and all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So the culprit would be... Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it! Secretary's office. We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please contact me to the public prosecutor's office. Of course, sir. One moment, please. White? Is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this? Hello, Chief Prosecutor. I have changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow. What's this about? The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify. What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court. Quietude! I told you I changed my mind, didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. Send the police over here right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but could be violent. What? What man? Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man. What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those Chief Prosecutor. I do not believe you're in any position to freely offer your opinions to me, correct? I'm telling you to send the police now. Beep. Did I not tell you, Mr. Ron? You are a mere lawyer. As was Miss Mia. How dare you! I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they will make even you look competent. I feel faint. Detective Gumshoe, reporting for service, sir. Ah, butts! Harry Butts! Right, actually. Phoenix Wright, and my friend's name is Larry? Oh, right, sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right? Detective Gumshoe. I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey. What? Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Guilty until proven innocent? I'm gonna end up defending myself, aren't I? That's what's gonna end up happening. I can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. Wright's gonna set a trap for me, I'm sure. And the prosecutor will be in on it. Of course, Edgeworth included. An attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea. Wright! Mr. Wright! Oh, Maya. Great they let you out of detention. Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you. Anna Sony loves this game, apparently. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. People have been demanding that I go back to this game, so here we are. I'm afraid we've switched places this time. What? What do you mean? I explained what had happened to Maya. I don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. Oh, Jesus Christ, okay. That's quite the expression. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do? Well, you're not gonna defend me in court because you're not a fucking lawyer. I'm the lawyer. I will defend myself. Cheer me on in court. Help me break out. Help me break out of here. Nah, cheer me on in court. Well, you can cheer for me in court. Cheer for you? You mean like a cheerleader? Yeah, like that. Oh, right! Leave it to me! I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms! She's low-key hot, though. She's also, like, 14, isn't she? Or some shit like that. Wait! What? I'm kidding! It was only a joke. No way! No, really, I was kidding. But thanks to know you're on my side. But I can't just sit here and do nothing! I've got to give that man a piece of my mind. Okay. Then come to the trial tomorrow. Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two. Times may change, yet the crime is still the same old story. In fact... Ah, shit. Damn it. My A button jammed and I didn't see the... Hold on, is there... My A button jammed and it skipped the dialogue. Is there a way to go back? There's a way to look at my dialogue history, right? That's gotta be a thing. Ooh, I didn't know I could do that. Oh shit, look at all these characters. I didn't know I could do that. Oh god, my controller's dying. That's not good. Okay. I'm pretty sure there's a way to go back in dialogue, but I don't know how to do it, so we're just gonna continue. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. You see, that would never be a thing. Almost all finish in a day, most with the guilty. Yeah, that's not how that works. Most trials take very long periods of time. And a lot of cases, if they ever even make it to trial, which not all of them do, a lot of them end up settling out of court depending on what it is. But the ones that actually make it to trial usually takes a long time to get there. So the whole finishing up in 3 days, like that's very unrealistic. But I guess for the context of the story, they had to, you know, speed up the process a little bit. But that is very unrealistic. Let's see. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. You know who he reminds me of? Oh shit, to be continued. Fuck. Alright, but you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of, God, who's the... He reminds me of a Fairly Odd Parents character. And I can't remember the character's name. But he's the fairy with the fucking pink hair. Not Wanda, but like the dude with the pink hair. I can't remember his name. But that's who he reminds me of. September 9th, 9:52 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 1. Well, I guess this is it. Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today. Phoenix, look! Uh-oh. Prosecutor Edgeworth. He looks like he belongs in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Wait. Fuck, I can't remember his name, or his voice. I can't remember the voice I gave him. Fuck. I received a call from the Chief Prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I will have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm gonna be guilty, end of story. I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent. How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can do is hope to do... All I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. Yeah, that's how that's how that fucking works. Just everybody's guilty. He's basically the Oprah of guilty verdicts. And you're guilty. And you're guilty. Hey, you over there, little Timmy with the lollipop. Guess what? You're guilty too. Little Timmy. But I'm only 4 years old. I don't care, little Timmy. You're guilty. You're going to jail. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Pheonix, you know him? Well, this isn't the first time I've fucking met him. Don't expect any special treatment, Pheonix, right? Pheonix? Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not... I'll be defending myself. What? Okay. Let's do this. September 9th, 10 a.m. District Court. Courtroom number 1. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Pheonix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the event are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. It really did. That's slightly unrealistic that it would go as it did. Yeah, exactly. Why didn't your witness testify before? Exactly. Yeah, everything's sketchy about this. This is very sketchy. It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Raise an objection, let it go. Let it go, let it go. I'm gonna raise an objection. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to this courtroom. Why didn't the witness testify in the trial of Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time, I thought this Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Mr. White has given me $5 million to make sure that Phoenix is found guilty. Excellent demeanor. Oh, these scummy bastards. Oh, I don't like it. Great. He gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. I like the music. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personages? Or personage. Personage. He uses such weird words. Bitch, look at me. I'm fucking sparkling right now. Bitch, fabulous. Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? He's literally that one guy who just like, every conversation he has to open a fucking dictionary and just pick the most like convoluted words to use. Like, he just opens a dictionary, puts it on a dartboard, and just throws darts at it, and whatever words it hits, that's the sentence he says. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. I am the CEO, or, to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. You get it? Because my name is Red White, and I own a company called Blue Corp. So it's red, white, and blue. I am clearly a corrupt American. That is the pun. That is the joke. Just wanted to make sure everybody got that one. He's red, white, and he's president of Blue Corp. He's a greedy bastard. He's American. He's like the personification of all like American stereotypes, except that he's not fat and diabetic. Anyway, that being said, did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I do not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel the night of the murder. Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there. Ahem. Why tell what you already know? Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your testimony. Or Mr. White, sorry. Their names are literally like one letter off. Or actually two, I think. But anyway. White, Wright, I get them mixed up. If I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Then I'll be in jail and they'll be ripping me apart instead. They'll be ripping up my insides. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? It's the end of the world as we know it. I love that song. Ho ho ho! I love that fucking animation. Just the fucking. I hope you have made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix! Let's see. It was about 9 o'clock, I believe. It was quite persifying. That's reading to you. Some newspapers, I was quietly, sorry, I'm fucking dumb, by the window. And I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned to look to the building across the way. That's when I saw him. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Those VAPs are totally fake. They're like too perfectly symmetrical. That she had some plastic surgery done for sure. That's 100%. Also, she's dead. But yeah. Finally, there was a terrible impaction. Then it was all over. Hey-o, Sherman. How you doing? Welcome to stream. If things occurred as you testify, I'm afraid the defendant is Wow, that took no time at all for the judge just to be like, guilty. Again, that is not how that would go in real life, but you know. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination. Alright. We're gonna press him on the time to see. Let's see. Press. Hold it! How do you know what time it was? Because I am always abso-positively perfect. You know. No, you're not getting away with that. You are so mistrusting, Mr. I'm a lawyer. That's literally my job. Is to pick apart the bullshit lies I'm told. That's literally my job. It is my job to be mistrusting. So, what was the proper term for secretary again? Anyway, Miss May and I ordered room service for 9 o'clock. It happened to be soon after the room service arrived. That's what Miss May said too. Press further, hold back. Nah, we're gonna hold back. That checks out. Yeah, we're not gonna get anything going further down the rabbit hole on that one. Okay, what were you doing at the time? I was quietly reading some papers by the window. Alright. Coming from outside. I turned to look at the building across the way. A spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Press. Hold it! What you just said directly conflicts with Miss May's testimony. Miss May clearly stated that the assailant looked like a girl. I've always been proud of my eyesight, Mr. Lawyer. Just what is your eyesight? Counting both eyes, 40. 40? Don't add them. Yeah, that's not... You're not supposed to add them. He's saying that he has 20/20 vision, which is like perfect. My vision is fucking terrible. I don't know what mine is off the top of my head, but it's bad. It's probably like 5. It's probably like 5/5 or some shit like that. I think the witness is trying to say his eyesight is good. And what did you do then? I called Miss May over at once. She too was surprised, of course. Yo, Junior the Gamer, what's up? Welcome to stream. The victim, she ran, but you gave chase. she ran, but I gave chase. I'm gonna press him on that. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, comprende, I understand. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always abso-positively perfect. Perhaps you could change your testimony to reflect this new detail. Ran to the left. Okay, well, you know what? That's good enough for me, because I can present you with the floor plans and tell you that running to the left makes absolutely no goddamn sense, because if you're being attacked, you're gonna run to the nearest exit, which is on the right. So this bitch is lying. Bam! Objection! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does? I don't see anything contradictory. Huh? Really? Objection. Bullshit! Bullshit! He said she ran to the left, and the exit is on the right. If you're being attacked, you're gonna run to the nearest exit, not to the fucking wall. Bullshit. Bullshit. That's bullshit. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh my god. Stop fucking lying. I love that fucking song, but it's terrible. You got my reference? Yeah, of course. That's like an internet classic. Of course I know that one. Then it's all over. I better find a weakness in there. Alright. It's about 9, I believe. Reading papers by the window. Yeah, I'm gonna press him on that detail. Hold it! So you were reading papers until you heard that sound. But of course, I am no snoop. Peeping out of windows at night. You've made a career out of snooping? Yeah, like his entire company is revolved around snooping. Next year we will be seeing people in 20/20 vision. That's a good pun. That's a good one. I'm gonna press you on that. What was Miss May doing at the time? She had just finished watching a soap opera on the TV and was weeping openly. Did you know she had been tapping the Fae office phone? Irrelevant. That has nothing to do with the case at hand. I care not. I will answer the lawyer's bold inquiry. Miss May was acting alone when she tapped the phone of the Fae woman. You'd make a good politician, Mr. White. Oh, I know. After all, I am El Presidente. Please continue. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. This is a terrible impaction. Ridiculosity! I think you need to brush up on your language skills. Yeah, anybody who uses the word ridiculosity, which I'm like 99% sure is not a word. Yeah. Maybe you should brush up on your language skills. I swear, he just went in a dictionary and throws darts at it, and whatever words hit, that's the words he uses to describe things. Like, his language is very, very like, oh, I'm so smart, but really I'm not. Anyway, do I have anything I can... I don't know if I have anything. Oh, there we go. There we go. I found what I need. I found what I need. I was right before, I just didn't present the right stuff. Because he said she ran to the left. Ran to the left. There you go. Present. Get ready for it. Get ready for it. Are you ready? Are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? Bum 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 ba da da da. Wait, I pressed the wrong fucking button. Damn it. On. Objection! Wait right there. Mr. Wright, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony, which is exactly what I said before, because why would she run to the left when the exit is on the right? That makes no fucking sense. If you're being attacked, you're gonna run to the nearest fucking exit. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Exit on the left slams into the wall. Oh, it's simple. You must have misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here. The victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from— exactly what I just said! She would have been running to a dead end. Yeah, if you're being attacked, you're gonna run to the nearest exit. Don't you find that odd? Oh god, that fucking face. Ugh! Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True. True. Maybe he really did see her run to the left. So he did witness the killing. He could have— wait. Oh, big brain moment! Big brain! Big brain moment! He claims she ran to the left. Miss May claims that she ran to the right, which would be the direction of the exit, from the perspective of the hotel. However, if you were not looking from the hotel, and you were looking instead from being in the office itself, then you would have been looking from a different angle, which means from your perspective, the exit would have been left, which means the only explanation as to why he saw her run left and Miss May saw her run right is because Miss May was at the hotel and he was in the office with her. He was at the scene of the crime. That's why he saw her run left. Bam! Big brain moment. Big brain! Oh yeah, she died like ages ago. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this I literally just did. They're both right. They are both right. Because they were at different perspectives. She was at the hotel, he was across the street. They were at different perspectives, so from her perspective, it was right. From his perspective, it was left. And the only place you would have been where the perspective would have been left is at the scene of the crime. Both witnesses are telling the truth. Ha! I doubt it. Or rather, that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes. What do you mean? He was not viewing the crime from the hotel. If he was not in the hotel, then where could he have been? In the law offices of Faye & Co., of course. Yo, Magic Carter, what's up? More specifically, he was standing here. Yeah, well, he's the killer, so he's standing here. Take that! This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran to the door, if he was watching from this point, to him, it would appear she ran left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. This is where the killer was standing. That's exactly my point. He killed her. Order! I will have order. Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they seem a bit far-fetched. I was looking for more for a sir-fetched, if you will. But, there we go. Ho ho ho! You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears that I have been unclear for this. I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, may I be allowed to testify once more? Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. Miss May's testimony was Miss May's testimony was correct, as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then when you hit her savagely, that is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right, and you chased her and delivered the final blow. But she was only struck once. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? Except, the autopsy says she was struck once! Of course I'm cross-examining it. You bet I will! I mean, yes, Your Honor. Alright, I already know where to go with this one. Oh wait, no, it doesn't say she was... Ooh. Isn't it illegal to defend yourself? No, it's not. Depending on... At least not in the US. I'm not sure in other countries, but in the US, you do have a right to defend yourself in court if you choose to do so. You do not have to have somebody represent you if you don't want to. So, at the very least, in the US, you can defend yourself in court if you want to. That is 100% accurate to US law. It's not recommended in most cases, but that is accurate. So that is a thing you can do in the US law, at least. I'm not sure about other countries, but as far as the US goes, you can legally represent yourself in court. And though in most cases it's not recommended you do so, but that is a thing. But let's see. It actually doesn't say she was only hit once, but fuck. You know, I'm gonna go with it anyway and hope that that's what I want. Objection! Mr. White. The victim died from a single blow. Oh, she did die from a single blow. Okay. I thought I was right. Girl! I love that fucking face. I don't know what... It reminds me of... God, what does that remind me of? It reminds me of something. I can't think of it off the top of my head, but that face looks very familiar. Like, that facial expression. What do you have to say to that? That one also reminds me of something, man. That's my chance to hit him where it counts. Right in his nards. I love this fucking game. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court you were abso-positively perfect? I refrain from using that phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. The witness is confused because he's lying! I empathetically request that there be no break, Your Honor. When your mom proves you stole cookies and you have to pay for the cookies. That facial expression reminds me so much of a very specific character. And I can't think of what character it is, but I'll figure it out eventually. Very well. If the witness would care to revise his testimony for the 4th time, because he's clearly lying. The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this one, White. Mr. White? Okay. You know, he kind of looks like Nicolas Cage when he's in that position. Like, if the hair was black, he kind of has a Nicolas Cage face going on right now. Like, is anybody else seeing that? Is anybody else seeing that? Like, if the hair was black, he's kind of got a Nicolas Cage thing going on right now. Is anybody else seeing that, or is that just me? Like, in that very specific frame where he's looking over to the side. It might just be me, but... Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Keep in mind, the rich businessman murder represent America in this. Yeah, I already made a joke about that. His name is Wright, and he's the owner of Blue Corp, so red, white, and blue. And he's a greedy, cutthroat businessman. So he's clearly like an American stereotype. Let's see. Well, you see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Alright, I'm already gonna press him on that, because that is not specific at all. That thing fall. Then, the next moment, I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer, you, attacked her, but she dodged. Then, she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her with a single blow. Thwap! Thwap, indeed. I was just about to say that, too. So, me and the judge are on the same page right now, because I was just about to say that. Very well. You may begin your okay, well... Mr. Your Honor? My stomach, you see, it is hurting. He's kind of got like a... almost like a Mega Man character face going on now. Deal with it. Oh, can we please? This is where I wish I had like an editor to do this, because just if we, like, during the live stream, if I could just have somebody just drop some deal with it glasses over pheonix there, that would be amazing. Fucking deal with it! This is almost over. pheonix has no chill. Yeah, I know, Pyro, but I mean, like, actually as the stream is live. Like, whenever, like an example being, like the H3H3 podcast where he has people controlling, like, soundboards and shit during the live stream. I swear, he has a Nicolas Cage face whenever he does that. Alright, I'm pressing the shit out of him on this one. You know, you could set up a stream. Yeah, I know, but I don't know. Let's see. We might implement one at some point. I want a soundboard. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. pheonix! Doesn't something about you this strike you as odd? Well, yeah, of course, he's lying. Yeah, that is odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. I swear he looks like Nicolas Cage when he's in that position. I just can't look at it and not see Nicolas Cage. Hopefully you guys see it too, because I just look at that and I see fucking Nicolas Cage. If they ever do a live action of this, I want Nicolas Cage to play Mr. White. Yo, Sean the Lamb, what's up? You're saying you saw the glass light stand? Yes. Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony for the 5th time, because he's clearly not lying. Okay, of course. A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. Then the next moment, I saw Mia run to the left. The killer, you attacked her, but she dodged. She turned and ran for the door, then you did her in with a single blow thwap. He's getting a lot less talkative. He's probably afraid I'll catch him on something. But it won't be easy. Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about that one. Hold on, let me look at my evidence, because maybe I do have the glass shards from the light stand, but I don't think that's gonna help me right now. Let's look at the floor plans. Hold on. Let's look at the. Ooh. Oh, okay. I think I know. He couldn't have recognized that that was a glass light stand unless he was there, because it would have been out of his view from the window if he was at the hotel. So, therefore, you had to have been at the scene of the crime to know that it was a glass light stand. I'm assuming that's what we're going with. If it's not that, I don't know what we're going with here. Get ready for it. Get ready. Get ready. Objection! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass stand. What? Take a look at this. Look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. There we go. The rush when you figure it all out in this game is amazing. This game kind of makes me want to actually be a lawyer, but at the same time, I know being a lawyer would not be nearly as fun as this game, and I would just be fucking stressed out all the time. So this is a nice way to kind of pretend that you're a lawyer, yeah? Because it's like, I don't know, man. It's so satisfying. It really is. It really is. Because, like, the real life of a lawyer is not glamorous at all. It is a very stressful job. Correct, Your Honor. Now look. Why haven't you played it in, like, forever? I don't know, man. I just got caught up in other stuff. But, it's back now. So, there you go. If you were to look through the window at the office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here. Well? You played a Goose Game, but not the... Yeah, but the Goose Game, like, just came out. And also, it's, like, my top 5 favorite games now. Like, on my top 5 favorite games. Note that the stand is not visible within this area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say to that? Don't diss Untitled Goose Game. Bro, that game's amazing. Ridiculosity. Mr. White. If you were in the Gatewater Hotel, as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized those broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is inside the offices of Faye & Co. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Yeah! There we go. Mr. White? Mr. White.
Mr. Owl, how many licks does it take to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, I don't feel so good. It looks like we're about to get our verdict. Uh-oh. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. How could you forget about him? He looks like he belongs in fucking Castlevania's Symphony of the Night. He does not look like he belongs in this game. He's got the fucking, like... He looks like he belongs in a fucking Castlevania game. I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess to your crime now? What? I said you should confess to your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? The thing that you said was irrelevant when it suited your narrative? But now that it doesn't suit your narrative that it was irrelevant, now suddenly it's relevant again? Because you're a crooked bastard and that's how you do business? That wiretap? Order. Magikarp, your points are valid. Just be glad it's back, okay? I brought it back. I know people wanted it. So here it is. I do really love this game, though. Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court. Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like where this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices. What does this have to do? Your Honor. The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? Oh, you clever bastard! I already know where he's going with this. This fucking crooked bastard! Oh, the writing in this game is so fucking good. Oh, the situations are so good. Okay, so if you haven't caught on, his angle that he's going at here, because the whole side of my argument right now hinges on the fact that he was able to identify the glass shards as a light stand, and that he only could have done that had he been in the offices where the murder took place. So that's my whole argument right now. That's all I have to grasp onto. So his and the fact that you couldn't have seen the glass stand from the hotel. So his angle he's going for here is that Mr. White placed the wiretap prior to the crime happening, and therefore he would have already known it was a light stand. So this clever bastard, man. Oh, that's good. He got me good. He got me good. Oh, he got me good. No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Faye's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I breached the Faye & Co. law offices. That is when I saw the accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. You are not a very good judge if you're already confused, because I caught on to it before he even said it. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He determined that White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. He went to place the wiretap. He could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is revealed for this baseless conjecture that it is. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. I mean, wiretapping is still a crime, so like, either way you're doing jail time. Either for wiretapping, or for murder, or now for both, potentially. So, like, either way, you're guilty for wiretapping. Leave it to me. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. You get convicted for the murder, you forget who's on trial. Yeah, I know I'm on trial right now, but I'm just saying, like, wiretapping is still a crime. Minecraft diamond on his shirt. He really does, though. Like, this dude is all blinged out. That is what I saw the glass light stand. So, you saw the stand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over by the sound. Correct. That is right. I see. Very well. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Good luck, Phoenix! God, I don't know if there's anything here. I mean, there has to be, because the game's not gonna... The game's gonna give me a way out of this, I just gotta figure it out. But, I mean, there's not much. There's not much to bite on here. I'd entered, of course I'd done so to place the wiretap. Yeah, real court is definitely not like this. Because okay, here's the thing, at least in the United States, I don't know about other countries, but at the very least in the United States, whenever you have a case there, you know, because a lot of these, not just Phoenix Wright, but a lot of, like, the shows on TV and all that, they dramatize court cases a lot, and there's always the big bombshell that they drop in court. And that's not really a thing in real court, because whether you were on the defendant's side or on the other side of the argument, both lawyers, the prosecutor and the lawyer, both have a legal obligation to share information. So anything that one person knows, the other person will also know that. So there's very rarely ever in a case in court in which there's a giant bombshell that's dropped. It's like, the real murderer was that guy! You know, that just doesn't happen. It's great for TV and for dramas and all that, but in real life, it's very unrealistic that something like that would happen. They have an entire period of time devoted to gathering information, and they have a legal obligation to share said information that is found with the prosecutor and the defense. So everybody going into it has access to the same information. Now, there are cases in which, information is withheld, which they're not supposed to do, but, there are crooked prosecutors out there, so... but yeah, that's just, realistically, big bombshells and dramatization like this in court, in real life, at least in the U.S., not really a thing. But it's great for this, because it makes it really entertaining, which is the whole point. But in real life, it's very rare that you would have information like this just suddenly come forth out of nowhere. That is when I saw the glass light stand. Okay, so... I'm gonna have to press him on this, because I don't know what else to press him on. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Yeah, but it doesn't prove that he placed it. That doesn't get you out of that, because that doesn't prove that he placed it. That only proves that it was there before the murder. That does not prove that he was the one that put it there. That's not enough of an argument to go off of, but you know what, that's fine. Let's see. The week before the murder. Is there anything I have here? Is there anything... Alright, this conversation took place on September 5th. And this was the day before the murder. So maybe I could use that? Because he says it's the beginning of September, the week before the murder. But if that phone call took place on the 5th, that means the murder was on the 6th, which technically would be the end of the previous month and not the beginning of September if it was a week. But that might just, that's a discrepancy of 24 hours, which when you're talking about weeks is not really that big of a deal, so I don't know. I don't think that's what we're going with, but if I find nothing else, we'll go with that. Let's see. A department store receipt with letters written on the back. A department store receipt. That might be something. That might be something. I don't know if there's a way for me to... I miss the old setup. I like the new one, though. It's nice. I do miss the old setup because there was a lot of memories there, but... we had to move on to bigger and better things. I didn't have a choice but to move. But in the end, it'll be better for us. It'll allow me to have the freedom to do a lot more with the channel. Case in point, I have a green screen now. I actually have a chair now. I have all this room that I can get up and walk around and do whatever the fuck I want. It'll be a better thing for us. I kind of didn't want to move because I had a lot of memories at the old place. But we're moving on to bigger and better things with this channel, so it's something I had to do. And in the end, it'll be better for us. But let's see. So that department store receipt might be a thing, but I don't know if there's a way for me to actually check what's written on the receipt. So we'll keep that in mind, because that might play into something later. Yeah, the only thing I can think of is the phone call. Alright, the week before the murder. Place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light stand. There's nothing. I mean, there really isn't much to bite on there. Is it still the same house, or no? It's a completely different building. Our old setup was in it wasn't even a house. It was actually a trailer that, like, not even like a mobile home, like a camper trailer that you would hook up to the back of your truck. So we're moving on to bigger and better things now. I moved our entire recording setup to this new location now. But let's see. Let's place the wiretap. I mean, there's really nothing to go on here with. You know what? I'm gonna try the phone and see if that gets me anywhere. Objection! Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence. It does. I don't see any contradictions. Objection overruled. Fuck. Okay, well... Okay. I can only fuck up like 3 more times. Or maybe 2 more times, I'm not sure. There's really... I'm just gonna have to press him on everything. Yeah, there you go. Why did you tap her phone? I can't believe I didn't think about that. Fuck, okay, that's perfectly logical. Press him on that. This has no bearing on the current case here. I beg to differ. Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Okay. Was it really you that went into the office? Or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fang Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's, but they're unidentified, so that could literally be anybody. They're unidentified. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the Fang Co. law offices. Place the wiretap. There you go, yeah. Why did you notice something so innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. 24 hours of pressing everything later. Bro. Such bucacious thing deserves attention, does it not? That is all. There's nothing for me to press him on? There really isn't. There's nothing here. I pressed him on literally everything. There's literally nothing. I can't present anything because nothing... Yeah, this isn't gonna get me anywhere. I've pressed him on everything. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. Tisk tisk. I'm afraid that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello, ghost lady. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia! Where am I? The waiting lobby. What happened? Deus Ex Machina, bitch. Bro. Fucking Deus Ex Human Revolution. One of my favorite games. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating? Yo, what the fuck? I'm telling you, her boobs are fake. They're too symmetrical and too like they're too perfect, okay? They're fake. She had some serious plastic surgery done. You're finally awake. Gah! Hey, Phoenix! That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. Oh. Oh, this is weird. Oh, this is kind of creepy. This is very creepy. They've like Dragon Ball Z fusioned into one being. I told you her boobs are fake. I mean, they are though. You're Maya? Oh, don't tilt your head like that. That is very creepy. Don't you know the Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was a strong enough shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya is channeling you? That's right, I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Mia! Here we go again! My, you got fucking murdered! Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen. You've already won. Huh? You have the receipt! I fucking knew it! I knew there was something with that. It wouldn't let me check it, so... You have that receipt in court record, right? Yeah, the one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. Well, obviously. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? Paper has two sides? I lived my entire life thinking that paper was one-sided. Seriously, why would it not let me look at the other side before? Now it's like, oh, now it's relevant. It's a regular receipt. It looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item? Glass light stand. Gotcha, bitch! Date of purchase? September 4th. September 4th. He couldn't have seen it. Deus Ex Machina, that's why. I fucking knew there was something with the receipt. I knew it. It just wouldn't let me look at it until it was convenient for the plot of the story. Or for the plot of the game. That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Yeah, the light stand wouldn't have been there. He saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go in, Phoenix. I'm gonna tilt my head creepily and stare at you. From inside my younger sister. This is so weird. It's so weird. So, like, hypothetically, if they were to bang, like right now, would he be banging Maya or Mia? Or both? And if they got pregnant, who would be the mother? I have so many questions. Yeah, but I have so many questions. I thought she was underage, actually. I'm pretty sure Maya is like 14 or 15. I don't know. I can look up. I don't know though. It's so weird. Right. Hold on. I'm about to look up Maya's canon age. I'm pretty sure she's underage. Maya Faye age. She is 17. She is 17. She's 17, but she turns 18 later on. So at the time of this, she's 17. Which I'm pretty sure 17's legal in my state. I'm pretty sure 17 is the age of consent in Louisiana, so, I mean... Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you alright, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor. There's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that is required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor! Please, give me one more chance! I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you. But, as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Do you have an opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. Very well. You're the fucking judge! You're the person who's supposed to make that decision. You're not... It's dumb. You may begin your cross-examination. Alright, well, we know where to go with this. Get ready. Get ready for it. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood? You're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. The other side? I did not know there was an other side to paper. I thought it was one-sided. Until the game decided that was important. Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Yep, you've been defeated. Well, Mr. White, can't get out of this one, can you? No, it is impossible. Uh-oh, he's losing it. The other side of a paper is forward in the court. They stapled multiple papers together instead of using the back. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. Pressure! Pushing down on me! Pressing down on you! No man asked for. Under pressure! God, I wish Freddie Mercury was still alive. I would have loved to have met him. I'm telling you, I lived in the wrong fucking era. But I think you'll agree you could not judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. Then, that is all for the trial of... Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. No way he can worm out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. Under pressure! There's a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there's no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. I mean, technically, they haven't proven me innocent, so... They really only have proven that the glass light stand wasn't there when he claimed it was. So, ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry on this matter. Yo, Gio, what's up? Another inquiry. This isn't gonna be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Wait and see what happens. Well, of course I'm gonna object to that. Wait. Objection! Oh, it didn't do it that time. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. There's already an episode 5, you need to tell this one's 6. Is there already an episode 5? Because I looked back, I didn't see one. I'll change it later if it is. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, if anyone is gonna call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I mean, he's right. I need a day to ascertain whether these new claims have any basis in factual evidence. I mean, I provided the evidence. It's there. I see. Objection denied. What? The completion of the trial of Mr. Pheonix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow. No, there's no telling what will happen to me if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with, or just make something up. And after Mia showed up to help me and all... Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Mia? Pheonix, read this note out loud. Mia, what's this? A list of people's names in Mia's handwriting. Uh-oh. David Ex Machina time. This is all the evidence she had on him, right? That he got rid of? Is that what this is? Your Honor, if I may. You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. You bet I am! My life is riding on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. This statue! Nah, I'm just... Imagine if I just was like, I would like to read you this statue! Nah, here we go. Present. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop. Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt. Right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I would like to read to the court my attorney badge, which again is not a thing. At least in the United States. I don't know about other countries, but in the United States you do not get a attorney badge. I confess. I did it. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. Damn. Damn. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. He's just all calm about it. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? You've done it again. That was quite a spirited defense. Now I wish I had my drums in here. I was actually considering bringing my drum kit in here, like, specifically for moments like that, so I could just do a fucking... I actually do have a drum kit. Maybe I'll bring it in here at some point. I have room for that kind of shit now. At the very least, I'll bring in, like, one of the cymbals and just, like, a fucking snare... Or, not the snare drum, but, one of the, tom drums, just the fucking... we might do that. If I decide to do that. They're in storage right now, but I was considering doing that. That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only he knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Pheonix Wright, not guilty. Hey! This is all. The court is adjourned. Hey, we did it! Yay! Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again. And Next episode, we'll find out what it is she never thought she'd say again, because we're ending here. But hey, let's go. That was fun. I enjoyed this game. But yeah, tomorrow, if everything goes well, Overwatch tomorrow on the channel. I've been having some technical difficulties with my setup that I will address at a later date. But I think I fixed it. So if I have, we'll be doing Overwatch tomorrow, which will be great because I really want to play that. If it takes you 6 episodes to go through the first 2 episodes, it's going to take you forever to go through the other 11 plus cases. Give us the conclusion, you bastards. Sorry, but please. No, we're ending here. We're ending here. I have to go do some shit before it gets too late. But tomorrow, Overwatch, hopefully. But for now, thank all you guys for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Come on the ground, babies. I'll see all you guys next time. Goodbye, guys.